Hello, my name is Elliot and welcome to the second tutorial in the Lightweight Java Game Library tutorial series. In this tutorial we're going to be covering setting up a window with the GLFW window handler library. So to begin with, we're going to need to put in a couple of variables, and these are going to be private thread and public boolean running, and we're going to set that equal to true if we want our program to start running. Next we're going to put in a couple of methods. This is going to be public void start, public void init for all our initialization code, public void update, this will be used to update our game further down the line, public void render, and this is where all our code for drawing all our objects and sprites will go, and then finally our game loop. So override public void run, and within this method you're going to want to call the init function, and you're also going to want to set up the main game loop, which is going to look something like this: while running, and we're going to call the update and the render function. I'm going to save that, and we are then also going to do up here in the start method, we're going to set running equals true, and we're going to also initialize the thread that we declared at the top of the class. So that will look something like this: thread equals new thread this, and we're going to call this endless runner, because that's the name of the tutorial series. And then we're going to want to start this thread, so the thread.start. And once you've done that, save that, and come up to the top. We declared public class main, and write in the following: implement runnable, and you should see all our errors disappear. So once I've done that, we also want to go into our main method and firstly declare main game equals new main, and then we want to do game.start, and this will basically start our thread for us and call this function here. So once we've done that, we're going to want to set up our imports so that we can use all the functions that we're going to be needing throughout the rest of the tutorial. So we're going to start off by importing the GLFW window handler library, and that looks something like this: static org.lightweightjavagamelibrary.glfw.star. And that basically imports everything from the GLFW library. We're going to want to import the OpenGL GL11 library, static org.lightweightjavagamelibrary.opengl.gl11.star, and again that imports everything from the GL11 version of the Lightweight Java Game Library, and that basically gives us access to things like GL_true, which we'll need for comparisons later on. And after that, we're going to want to import static org.lightweightjavagamelibrary.system.memoryutil.star. And I've mistyped that. Okay, memory util gives us access to the null comparator, and this is slightly different from Java's null, but I'll not go into detail right now. We'll also need to import java.nio.bytebuffer and import org.lightweightjavagamelibrary.glfw vid mode, which will be used to get our monitors later on. Now once we've done all that, we want to go down into the init function, and we'll start off by initializing our GLFW window library. So that can be done by GLFW init does not equal GL true, and then basically what this does is it tries to execute this function here, and if this doesn't equal true after it's executed, then we'll print out a system error. So error.println, and we'll say something meaningful like GLFW initialization failed. Okay, so that's us initialized our GLFW window handler library. The next thing we're wanting to do is to basically describe this. So GLFW window int GLFW resizable, set as the GL true, and this basically means our window that we'll create is going to be resizable. And once we've done that, we're going to want to create we're going to want to go back up to the top and create another variable, and this time we're going to call it public long. I'm going to call this window. This will be our window variable. So down here we're going to go window equals GLFW create window, and we're going to pass in width, height. I'm going to pass in a width of 800, a height of 600, and we're going to call this English runner. And the last two parameters we're just going to call nulls. Is that one? String long. That should work. Once we've done that, we want to double check if this actually executed. So window equals null. We're going to want to print out another system error message. Let me say could not create our window. Is that off? Why is that on? Because I've not spelled it right. There we go. And next what we're going to want to do is to do byte buffer vid mode equals GLFW get video mode, GLFW get primary monitor. This will get us our primary monitor we'll be using. GLFW set window pause, and we're going to pass in our window, and we're going to say 100 and 100. This will basically set our window position every time we execute the code. And we're going to set the current context. So GLFW make context current, and we're going to pass in our window. And once that's all done, we just need to show our window. So GLFW show window, and we're passing our window again. And that should be that. After that, we're going to want to go down to the update function that we created earlier and type the following: GLFW poll events. And this is basically going to keep polling for any events such as, say, the window closing or input. And next we're going to want to go GLFW swap buffers window. And after we've done that, we're going to come into our game loop here and create a wee escape clause. And so if GLFW window should close window equals GL true, we'll set running equals false. So that'll basically terminate our game loop. So we'll try compiling that, it should all work. And it does, just bring it up over here. And that's you basically created the window. Once we've done that, we can then go on to move on to initializing things like OpenGL and OpenAL further down the line for our audio. Thanks for listening, guys. I hope you found this informative, and if you did, then leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.